What's the most insane thing you've ever been told in a job interview? Like the kind of thing that makes you question if you accidentally walked into a cult instead of a company. So I had this interview last year that I swear to God could have been a skit from The Office. If The Office was directed by Quentin Tarantino on ketamine, it started out normal. Button-up shirt, cheap tie from Target, waiting room with inspirational posters like "Teamwork makes the dream work," corporate propaganda. But the second the interviewer walked in, I realized I was in for a ride. This guy, let's call him Mr. Spencer, looked like he'd been awake since the Industrial Revolution. Pale, twitchy, eyes darting like he was waiting for the FBI. He shakes my hand and goes, "So tell me, how would you contribute to the survival of the company during, let's say, a famine?" Excuse me, a famine? "Sir, this is a marketing internship." I laugh, thinking it's a joke. He doesn't laugh back. Dead serious. Then he pulls out a notebook filled with what looked like conspiracy notes. He says, Napoleon didn't actually lose at Waterloo. That's just propaganda. Imagine being a leader like that in our sales department." I'm like, sure, man. 10 minutes in, I realize this interview is basically him speedrunning the worst takes in human history. He tells me the Black Plague was just a really bad allergy season. He says the moon landing was a great PR campaign, and that the pyramids were actually ancient Wi-Fi routers. I'm sitting there trying not to choke because part of me wonders if this is a test. Maybe they want to see if I'll challenge him. But every time I open my mouth, he cuts me off with another cursed TED Talk. Then comes the teamwork question. He leans in and whispers, "Here we work like Spartans. Do you know about Thermopylae?" I nod. He goes, "Exactly. 300 men working together, shoulder to shoulder. Except they all died. Horribly. That's the kind of sacrifice we expect here." Bro. You're telling me the benefits package includes death by Persian spears? At this point, I'm just nodding like a bobblehead because I'm terrified HR is going to throw me into a pit like in 300 if I say the wrong thing. And then the ethics test. He slides me a piece of paper and says, "Imagine there are two coworkers drowning. One is your boss. One is the intern who brings donuts. Who do you save?" I ask. "Is this a metaphor?" He just stares. So I say, the boss?" "Wrong answer." He slams the table. "Donuts fuel productivity, never forget that." By the end, I'm emotionally cooked. I just want to leave. But no, he's got one final question. He leans back, folds his hands, and says, "Would you be willing to hypothetically die for this company?" I laugh again. He doesn't. And then, this man pulls out a ring, like an actual diamond engagement ring box, opens it, slides it across the table, and says, "This position requires commitment. More commitment than marriage. Are you ready to say yes?" So yeah, I didn't get the job. Or maybe I did, and I just haven't been brave enough to go back.